Grace and peace, everyone. Grace and peace. Chime on in, chime on in. It is your girl, your co host, Cynthia J, on the Cynthia J Show, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. Holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. Chime in, chime in. Yes, chime in, chime in. Your girl's just trying to prepare to set up. Yes, yes, yes. Get ready, get ready. We just getting ourselves ready here. Sorry about that. Hold on for a second, guys. All right, all right. I'm just trying to get things up here steady so y'all can see me, especially on the TikTok, as they say. Hold on for just a second, trying to see what's going on here. What's happening with my stuff? All right, there we go. Trying to get this to come down. There we go. There we go. Welcome, 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 everyone who's joining in on the live today. I'm your co-host and your girl, Cynthia J, on the Cynthia J Show. Holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. Holding us women accountable, not excluding to men. The men, the men, the men. Yes, yes, yes. How's everyone doing today? Chime on in, chime on in. We're going to be doing some great things. Having a little malfunction here today. I don't know what it is, but sometimes every time I'm trying to get up on here, it's always something trying to pop off, trying to stop me, but that's okay because we still here, we still doing the thing. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share while we're getting ourselves ready for season 4, episode 4, on some updates and current events of a majority of things that has been going on. Yes, 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 yes. So let us go ahead and get started. Again, I'm your girl, your co-host, Cynthia J, on the Cynthia J Show, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. Just hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Share, share, share. We're going to be dealing with some updated current events that's going on. We're going to try to get this thing going, especially on my TikTok live and loved ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to get it going, trying to get it going. I'm going to have to start having me a moderator. That's what I need to be doing. So while your girl up here is trying to make sure things are set, so we go live. Hey MJ, how you doing? But just to get out there, just to share some love as y'all sitting out there and getting yourselves back home. For those who are in the United States, y'all just getting off of work and getting yourself started. Go ahead and get to your destination safely, please. Safely. Don't need y'all to be in no car accident or nothing like that, but get home safely. But for others who are up here live and chiming on in with your girl, follow me on Restream, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, you name it. Shout out, send some love, send some love. But we're going to be going over a few things, and I don't want to hold y'all too long tonight, but just to give y'all a little update what's been going on for those who are aware and unaware of. Let's definitely, I'll be reading this article shortly, but before I read this article, let me go ahead and make sure that I say this and post this. Sorry about that, guys. Got to make sure I post up these things so people are aware of what's going on with the discussion, with the discussions that's on here. Because some people, these TikTokers and social media, they're real funny. So anyway, this is a copyright disclaimer under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. All things are for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, nonprofit, and educational purposes only. And some things that are allegedly. So yes, yes. But we're gonna go. Let's get a shout out to family and friends and loved ones for those who may have ascended into the past realms with this month. We're leaving out of the month of April. The month of April, we're leaving on out. But definitely want to give some love to those who loved ones have, ascended. But before we leave out the month of April, let's remember all the things that have occurred in the month of April as we begin to get into the month of May by tomorrow. But let's send out prayers to one of the amazing actors, Samuel Monroe Jr. For those who may know him, he played on Menace to Society. Very great actor. They were saying that he's been hospitalized, and this was about 3 days ago. Haven't had any other updates on this, but he was hospitalized, and they said certain things were not looking very well. That his mother says, please keep him and the family in prayer. Not only did his mother make this announcement, but she made the announcement on a other news known as TMZ. For those who know, that is another news media right here in United States. And the actor had been on life support for some past days in California, known as Southern California, and he is definitely fighting from a very well known infection slash disease that is very well common in that happens in children and colleges and so forth, and even in hospitals. For those who don't know, it happens a lot. But suffered from a meningitis infection apparently. So for those who are aware of this, always please make sure you pay attention to your body when you notice some things are going on, because a lot of people are being affected by a lot of things and they're unaware of it. And that even goes for me. So what I say to myself, I say to you. But with that being said, let's keep him in prayer. Again, he has played on many times on other shows as well. Besides, just for those who know about Don't Be a Menace, which was a very good movie, but he is very well known, highly acknowledged. He's been kind of on the quiet side for some time now. And he's 52 years old, they said, and I didn't even realize how old he was. I said 52 is a long time. But again, for those who do not know him, please look him up. He is still fighting for his life. Let's keep him in prayer because, like I said, he played in uh, Society. He played in Set It Off. For those who knew about Set It Off, one of the greatest movies of all times, especially for me. I grew up watching that movie. To Tales from the Hood, to NYPD Blue. Great actor. So again, keep him in prayer. Let's pray for his mother, because I know how that is, dealing with a loved one that has passed, and it takes time to heal from. So again, let's keep him in prayer. On other news, besides his situation, it's been circling back around again with the young man who was unalive back in 2013 in Fulton County area. For those who are aware of it and those who are not aware of it, this young man has been talked about a lot. And I'm glad that they're allowing his video to re-escalate. This is coming from Georgia, from the mother and family of Miss Jackie Johnson. She was stating that her son was supposed to, and this is crazy, but this need to be known. This was posted on April 22nd. It was stated that her son, when they found him unalived in the school in Fulton County area, it was said that his remains was supposed to be taken to the funeral home. And she's just giving all this information now because a lot of things could not be said. Welcome, G Will 77. And so, with that being said, when things can't be spoken, that means there are things under investigation, court cases, and they want to make sure they have all their duckies rolled in a bunch where they have what they need. However, I'm just going to read this what was posted, that she posted on her Facebook area. It was said that her son was supposed to go to the funeral home right after being retrieved. It also said that he was not brought to the funeral home as he should have been. It also stated that a place that was not even open, that had been closed, which was one of the corner areas, a place that raised big concern. This place was closed. It had not been opened for the longest time. They said what happened in those hours from the time of him being found in the school, taken and being transitioned from that location to the next. What happened? They said here his mother is left still to grieve, but also fighting because nothing about this feels right. And I don't blame her, because it doesn't feel right to me, and it shouldn't feel right to you. And this is my thoughts, my opinion. I don't even like to use the word opinion, by the way. However, it says that you can't expect a family member to keep silent when something doesn't sound right. She said her son deserved dignity, honesty, and justice. And I don't blame her on this because he was found at school in Loudoun County High School, this student, Kendrick Johnson, in an old gym. And now this viral is circulating around about his situation more and more now. News media is picking it up. News anchors have picked it up and have stated that they noticed in this situation here that the clippings were missing a whole hour. So for those who have not watched it, please make sure you guys go up there and watch and see what's going on, because it shows you that you see a whole hour clipping missing. And then it shows you later on in the midst of that after that, it returns back to 1 o'clock, missing from 12 to 1. Yeah. And the police was supposed to handle this. They didn't do, for what I am seeing and what the news anchor has pulled, they don't see anything good from this at all. It seems like someone is not doing their job as they should. Someone is not doing their job. And that goes to show you why it's so important that we pay attention. And I got to give credit to Miss Erica Miller, who posted this on her page, coming from the news anchor of US Today and other classmates who spoke on this situation. It's very sad. But again, let's not forget about this young man, Kendrick Johnson. Just like I would say, don't forget about my brother, Eric Jones, because things are unresolved. And if you see what's going on, they are trying to cover up a lot of things that should not be covered up. That means they're trying to hide someone, whoever is suspected of what they were doing, whatever they were doing, they're trying to cover it up. Yeah, they're trying to cover it up. But on other news, meanwhile, we definitely want to be keeping that family again in prayer. In prayer, please do keep in prayer. I do want to give some good news. There is a school in Nebraska, and I'm really truly excited about this, in Nebraska, where it opened the first Black founding all-girl middle school in North Omaha. And I got to give a shout out to one of our brothers, attorney Ben Crump, who posted this. Very, very, very encouraging to see something like this. All Black owned business out here supporting the youth. Think about that. We need that, supporting the youth. So for those who don't follow our amazing brother and his colleagues from the Ben Crump attorney at law, definitely go up there. Shout out to him. And for those who live in Nebraska, definitely look up the school there. You don't want to miss it. It is very, 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 very exciting to hear about this. I will definitely try to put that on my other platforms to share with you guys. Again, an all Black girls school. It's amazing. This was also published on Channel 7 News there. So again, let's give a shout out to them. They are doing big things. I love to hear and to see that we have schoolings out there that are trying to make moves. Yes, trying to make moves. Oh my God, it's just very exciting. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling, great about something like this to hear. It's very encouraging. It lets you know that we need to pay more attention to what's around us and participate in it. But on other news, this is an article coming from the People's, and this was very disturbing for me. A young situation where it says ran from safety after a shooter opened fire over something Facebook dispute. A young child I name with the last name Jones. Her name is Aquia. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that name right. I don't like to mess up anyone's name, but Sequoia, I'm sorry. There was a situation where there was an altercation between a sister and an unnamed woman. And with that being said, they had some altercation and it outbursted where a child was unalive. Please keep Miss Aisha Roberts, who reported this. I mean, not Aisha Roberts. I do apologize, guys. Keep the mother in prayer of this young lady whose life has been taken. I'm starting to see a lot more of this happening, guys, more than it should. And we definitely need to make sure that we are watching these children, we're protecting them, we're covering them. This is crazy. But anyway, on other breaking news, one of our amazing stars from Mission Impossible, star Ving Rams. This is what TMZ posted on their article. He had collapsed in a restaurant. They said that this had been released, that he was in a hospital. He is at home, they stated, and was told he is feeling fine. Again, they said he was at a diner and he was eating with his family this yesterday, and he just happened to collapse. And so again, let's keep him in prayer. He's 66 years old. He's still looking buff. For those who know who he is, he played on uh uh Baby Boy. Who remember Baby Boy Jody? Oh my God, and my video just freeze. For those who are watching, sorry that my video froze. I'm gonna chime that out for a little bit with one of my I don't know what just happened. That's strange. My video froze on my restream. But let me chime that out and give you something else in replace of that until it clicks back in. I do apologize, guys. I have no understanding why that has occurred. Let your girl fix that here. That is strange, very strange. Very, very strange. But anyway, let me just go ahead and close that out. But again, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why my video froze. I'm trying to get it to come back in. Some reason it's having technical difficulties here. It's always something. Always something, ain't it? But let me chime this on here so y'all can see that. I do apologize for my video freezing on you guys, but we can still do this. We do this. We do what we do. But anyway, for those who are still supporting me, we're gonna fix that. We got to fix that. Your girl gonna make sure she gets some new updated equipment so we can continue this and flow normally. I know y'all love to see my face and I love to see you, but we got to make sure things are working. Every time I'm always making sure things are working properly, but for some reason they go back acting janky, as the youth would say. But anyway, other news. How many of you guys watched the Michael Jackson movie? The Michael Jackson movie. Oh my God, Michael Jackson. Yes, the Michael Jackson movie was amazing. Yes, I went to see it. I definitely would tell you the Michael Jackson movie was something else. Something else. The Michael Jackson movie. Wow. I was very, very surprised. I didn't expect it, but I was very, very surprised to actually see that his nephew did a really amazing job, guys. So for those who did not get to see the Michael Jackson movie, I don't want to say too much, but please go see the Michael Jackson movie. The nephew did an amazing job. He did such an amazing job. I would never expected it. He looked almost like it was like me rewatching Michael all over again, guys. Seriously. It was like me rewatching Michael Jackson movie all over again. It was amazing. Everything about it was amazing. He did the dance moves. Man, I don't even he just did that thing. And comparing it to, the original movie of the Jacksons, you see that they focus more on Michael in this movie. For those, again, if you did not see it, okay, some people say, how many times you going to do a Michael Jackson movie? Well, Michael Jackson didn't really have a lot of movies of himself done. He really didn't. Most was just like little documentaries while he was, alive. However, what I do understand is that they try to make sure that certain things from the court cases were not being implemented into his into this movie, because for those who know, a lot of his information is being done within the Epstein file cases and stuff like that. So the Michael Jackson movie was very, very, very well put to me, that I noticed. I definitely would say you got to see a little bit more, especially speaking more on the bodyguard he had, that he looked upon as a mentor and father, rest his soul. To hit the way that he hit, oh my gosh. I don't have no other words to say to you guys, but for those who did not get to see that movie, you need to see it. Because I'm going to see it again and again and again. Anytime I could sit in a movie with my family and my child is jamming in the seat and I'm nudging my husband, I'm like, look. And to see your child be inspired by Michael Jackson, that's amazing. That's amazing. Very amazing. And I always tell people, and those who do know my child, they always say she has a old soul, because she knows all the old movies and songs. She be like, "Mom, all my teachers are surprised how much I know about all the old movies and songs." I said, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, Mom. They are really surprised." But to know that this movie broke the box record market. Come on now. It hit the box office, guys. How many of you can imagine how well that is? Right after hitting the box office so deep and rich. After that, you see all these clips and stories of them, and people telling their times that they was with them. I mean, that's amazing. 97 billion was the opening weekend. Let me read this to you. This is coming from the article published by WTLCF, for those who do not know what that is, but we'll get into that. It said he reached the box market 97 million in its opening weekend. The Jackson 5 also experienced an 85 increase in streaming after that, because a lot of people never really watch the Jackson 5 movie. I was just talking to one of my spiritual nieces today, and I said to her, I said, "Well, did you watch I said, "You need to watch the Michael Jackson movie." She was like, "Oh, I already did. It was amazing." Da, da, da. And I was like, "Well, did you watch the Jackson 5?" She was like, "No, that's the Jackson 5." I said, "Yes. Watch the Jackson 5 movie. You can't miss it. Watch it. You just can't miss it." And so with that being said, to know that it had an 85 increase because people went back to stream it, it shows that Jackson had 8 songs on Apple Music daily. This is what they state now. 100 global chart, which we all know Billie Jean. Everybody love Billie Jean. And leading at number 11, despite some people was trying to give negative views, Michael was a box office success, with the Jackson streams on Shazam increasing by 140%. 140% during the weekend. All from the weekend, guys. All from one weekend. One. Again, to my Restream followers, I do apologize, and to my YouTube followers, because of my camera, we will have that fixed. However, that tells you how much this has skyrocketed. His bio has really done some amazing things. And my thing is that I just know is that as I was watching his nephew, Michael Jackson's nephew, Javar, perform, and do all of this of his uncle. And he said it took him 2 years to get all of this stuff just right, too. This goes to show you that he really took time. Others were saying, well, Janet, Michael's sister, wasn't on board because she knew how their brother Jermaine was jealous. But his nephew, wow. All I'm going to say is his nephew really did the thing. His nephew really did the thing. He really did. His nephew really did that thing. And you see how much you can think back and look back how Michael Jackson inspired us. When they say he was the light of the world, he was. There has never been another like him. I remember as a young girl watching movies like Free Willy and because his music was in the background and many others. It encouraged me. It encouraged those around me that I knew. And to know that his aura was so powerful that it can change the world. Yeah. I'm not going to say too much because we're going to get back on Michael Jackson next week. But I do need for majority of y'all, if y'all don't have a Michael Jackson CD, record player, album, cassette, whatever, for those new generation and for the parents out there that never played Michael Jackson music around their kids, shame on you because you should be playing it. Shame on you. You should be playing it because your children need to know who Michael Jackson is. They need to see all of his great video hits. They need to hear all of his songs because he did amazing music. Not just he here in America, but he traveled. So with that being said, make sure y'all check that out because Michael watching that movie, it felt like he was still here, guys. To watch his nephew, it felt like he was still alive. Honestly, it felt like he was still alive. No joke. So shout out to our brother who still his music is moving around the world, still encouraging people. Michael Jackson. The young kids of today need to listen to his music. They need to know him. They need encouragement. They need to see that he was creative, very creative. But they also need to see what he endured so that they know they're not alone, that they're not alone at all, that what he endured is the reason why he strived to do much more, to encourage others in hospitals and much more. But we're going to dissect him a little more later. And I love it because it's a good movie. Because I need for some of you to go watch it so we could talk about it next week. Others are just jumping on it, but I need you guys to watch it because he definitely is a success. Michael Jackson, new movie, was definitely a success. So we're going to talk about that next week. Until next time, I thank you guys for chiming on in tonight on the Cynthia J Show, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. I always thank y'all for supporting me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And if you guys are looking for a birthing doula, please, 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 right in the DMV area, you can definitely hit up Healing Hearts Tailor Made Doula, Healing Hearts Tailor Made Doula, Healing Hearts Tailor Made Doula. We're right here for you. Hit us up anytime. All the information will definitely be connected on the bottom of the screen where you can see it's connected in my link tree /CynthiaJ.gospel. You will see all of the connections to all platforms that are connected in there. So definitely check it out on the link tree /CynthiaJ.gospel. You'll find Healing Heart Tailor-Made Doula there. You'll also, if you're looking for some healing with some herbs and some sea moss, you'll also find Florist Essence, your girl, right here, Cynthia J, doing some big things. Florist Essence. Don't be ashamed to hit us up. Click on that. If you can't find that information on that link, you can find me on cynthiaj.gospel on Instagram, on Twitter, and you can also find me on Facebook, and you can also find me on TikTok. Just click in my bio. Don't be ashamed. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Your girl is always doing big and great things. So you see that sea moss up there, Florist Essence. Yes, we're gonna be increasing the pricing on the jars eventually, but keep a lookout, because that sea moss ain't cheap, guys. But other than that, I love you guys. Thank y'all for always supporting your girl Cynthia J on the Cynthia J Show, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. Y'all stay chime on in. Peace and love.
My story is for your glory. My story is for